Hi everyone, it's Evangeline here at Etrailer, and today we'll be taking a look at our Malone downloader J-Style Kayak Here, right here on our 2017 Toyota RAV4. So the Malone downloader is a J-Style Kayak Here which allows you to carry your kayak right over there on your side. So compared to saddle style kayak carriers, this gives you a little bit more room on your RAV4 to carry another kayak or other roof rack accessories. Now this has a little special feature, which is that it has a slight ramp at the end. That way, as you lift your kayak up, you can kind of slide it up on the ramp and into your kayak here. But if you need a little extra assist, you can also check out the Telos XL Load Assist device that clips right into the downloader and gives you a little extra help getting that up there. So we have our kayak strapped down to our kayak here with our included tie down straps. So they're these red straps and they have these metal cam buckles in them. That way you strap them into your kayak here. So you get them around the arm over here at the back, go around your kayak here, and then in our case, I like to put them around our crossbars and towers just to get that extra kind of like that force as we bring this down and against our kayak here. We also get some bow and stern ropes. So these have a metal hook at the end and they go into your hood and into your hatch, or if you have a hitch, which we do on our RAV4, that goes into the hitch and holds down our bow and stern ropes. Please have both your tie down straps as well as your bow and stern ropes on your kayak before you hit the road. Now we are going to take this off so that we can take a closer look at the carrier itself. So just undo those cam buckles. Oh, while we're here, notice how our cam buckles have this nice cloth backing. That's because as you do have them on your kayak, you want to make sure you're not scuffing it up with the metal buckle. Now let's take this all the way off. So this is the J-Style Kayak Here, right and ready in the loading position. So this is how you're gonna load your kayak. Just move this up here and fit it into place. So we have this ramp, and this ramp has this little hole here, which is gonna be where you put your Telos Load Assist a device. Then you also have these padded arms right over here on the upper arm. So that's gonna be what's supporting your kayak and just making sure that you don't scuff or scratch it during transport. These are removable since they have hook and loop straps in them. So if after a while, after some wear and tear, if you wanna wash them, you can do so. Right here on top, you have these hard foam pads, and they're kind of interesting in design because they have these little cutouts, because that's where you put your bolts in order to clamp down your kayak carrier. Holding our kayak carrier in place are these clamps. So these are universal clamps, meaning they can fit around your round, square, Aero, and most factory bars. They have these bolts that come down. They have this plate that goes around your crossbar, and they have these wing nuts that clamp it down. Now, if you do have an Aero bar which has T-track channels, you can also pick up this T-slot integration hardware kit, and this can replace your clamps, and instead of using those clamps, you use your T-channel in your crossbars. Just an extra option for you if you want extra crossbar space, or if you just like that T-track design. It's nice to know you have that option. So with this kayak carrier, you also have a little bit of adjustability when it comes to storing it or making it a bit more compact. So when you have your kayak up on it, you have it in the loading position. But when you take your kayak off and you just want to kind of drive around town without it up, you can move this lever over to the side and just rotate it downwards, just like that, and then tighten it down again with your lever. You may need to rotate the lever to get a tighter or a looser fit. Just make sure it's completely clamped down. So for our RAV4, we'll take some measurements. So we're gonna measure the height that is added to the top of our roof. So from our roof to the top of the kayak here, which is right where that ramp is, it sits at about 9 3/4 inches. Now because of the raised rails on our RAV4, we're kind of limited on where we can mount our J-Style Kayak Here. The idea is to have it as far to the end as you can get it, but not on the overhang. So just make sure it's inside the tower, and taking some measurements just to kind of see where that ramp sits. It sits about 4 inches away from the end of your rails. So you will still have to reach up a little bit past your RAV4 in order to load your kayak. So my personal thoughts about this kayak carrier is I do like how you have a slight load assist feature right over here with that ramp. Now on our RAV4, it is nice to know that since you can't really load your kayak carrier on the very edge of your crossbars, that ramp helps you out a little bit. I personally think maybe check out the Telos XL Load Assist device. That's going to help you out a lot in case you can't reach up there. As for when you strap it down, you may want to consider picking up the Moki doorstep just to give yourself a little extra height as well. But for how it works, it's all included, meaning you get your tie down straps, you get your bow and stern ropes, you have pretty much everything you need for your adventures. It works pretty well. It's a J-style kayak carrier, so you can go ahead and pick up 2 of those. They'll definitely fit on your Toyota RAV4. It all works out pretty well. And that was a look at our Malone downloader with your tie down ropes here on our 2017 Toyota RAV4.